what is data-driven attribution with Google, and should I not opt out of the option that came from an email? Here's the thing, David. We have been spending some time with our Google rep over the last couple of weeks talking about data-driven attribution. I think Google is moving this way to where they're really going to do this. If you have your campaigns built properly, I think you can really gain a lot through data-driven attribution. Again, we're working with our Google rep to make sure we understand the best way to put our clients in to data-driven attribution. And ultimately, it's designed to use the power of the data that Google has been accumulating, all this data that they have, to get you a higher conversion rate on the money that you're spending. Ultimately, Google wants to produce the best product and the best results that they can for the people that are utilizing their platform. Data-driven attribution is part of that. And again, right now, it's important to get your Google AdWords set up properly so it can take advantage of data-driven attribution. And some of that's going to be required. Some of that's going to require you maybe embedding some code on your website so that Google can track some certain things and things like that. So again, without knowing how your AdWords are set up and if it's been integrated into your website, things like that, it's hard for me to answer whether you should just opt in or not right now. But I do think it's going to be an important thing. I know that in the next 12 months, Google is going to put an increased focus on it. Whenever they put an increased focus like that on something, it usually means that if you're not doing things the way that Google wants you to do, you probably are going to start getting worse results as a result of not opting in for some of these things. So I think it makes sense to understand what it is and start moving in that direction. So hopefully that answers your question, David. But again, it's not as simple as just maybe toggling it on. Your ads need to be built in a certain way. And there's also some other things you need to do with regard to embedding some code and things like that on your website, such that you can take the most advantage of the data-driven attribution. But ultimately, I think it's going to, if you take full advantage of it, it's going to allow you to get better conversions for the dollars that you're spending.